What's going on, guys? It's King Tuts Pro and welcome back to another Final Cut Pro 10 tutorial. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch another video on the channel. If you guys haven't subscribed yet or left a like, please do so. You guys are going to love this tutorial from Trippie Redd. If you've already read the title, the video is going to be on the top 3 Trippie Redd effects, music video effects, that you can do in Final Cut Pro 10 without any plugins. So you don't need any plugins, you don't need any special software to do this. You can do this all inside of Final Cut Pro 10 for free, which is really, really cool. All right, so the first effect, so all of the effects are going to come from Trippie Redd's Moon Walker, produced by Starboy. Link is going to be in the description of this video. So if I push play, you're going to see what the first effect is going to be, and that's going to be the face jitter effect. So if I push play, you're going to see that we have like this mask of his face, and it starts to animate and kind of jitter all over the place on the screen, and some of them are made bigger. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and it's really, really simple. So this is my version right here. So if I push play, you're going to see what it looks like. It's very, very, very similar, except the masking is that it could be a little better. But I'm going to show you how to do this. So first things first, you want to get your video, move the time head to the beginning where you want this to start. So let's say from here to here, that's where I want the effect to take place. Okay, what you want to do is you want to go to the top, go to edit, and go down to add freeze frame, or press option F, and then you're going to have a freeze frame. It's pretty much an image of wherever you left your playhead at. So all you gotta do is click and drag this right above right here, like so, and then we're going to change the duration to the end of that clip. We're going to go into the masks. So we're going to go to masks, go to draw mask, and drag that directly onto that clip. Then what you want to do is just make a selection of his face. You can include his neck if you want, but I'm just going to do his face and his hair. So bear with me while I do this terrible job of selecting his face and his hair. If you want this to look better, I would suggest zooming in, going here, and going to like 400%, moving this and getting each strand of those hairs. That'll take a long time. Just for the sake of this video, I'm going to be kind of quick with it, so bear with me. So I'm gonna do that. Click off of the draw mask, like you can click in compositing, and that will kind of deselect the mask. We're gonna create a couple of keyframes. It's super simple, guys. You don't really need much experience with this. So what you want to do is move the playhead at the beginning of the clip, go into the transform button, or into the transform, and click this button there. Then you're gonna have a little plus icon with a diamond. Go ahead and click that, and then you're gonna have all of these checked, which is what you want. Okay. Then what you want to do is go frame by frame by pressing the right arrow key on your keyboard, and then start to move this piece here. And you can get really crazy with this. Sky's the limit. You can turn these, as long as you have all of these checked, this should animate as well as this little red line, indicating that you are animating this. And I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to start to make this bigger, kind of move it around, rotate it a bit. From here, I went up, so I'm going to go down. Now I'm going to go right and then left. Perfect. So now if we go back, you're going to see what this looks like. It looks just like that. Super simple. And you're going to do the same thing again. So what you want to do is make a copy. Press option, drag upwards. I'm going to select the top one. I'm going to click reset. And now I'm going to do the same thing. Add another keyframe, and then except this time I'm going to move it. I'm going to press right on the arrow key. Yeah, and then I'm going to move this one down over here. And for this one, I'm going to make it a lot bigger to begin with. So now if I go back and I push play, you're going to see what it looks like. It's really crazy, but it works. Now you can also change if you want. Let's say we wanted to have this one behind that one. All you're going to do is just click and drag this below that footage. So now this will appear on top. Sweet. So now if I go back and I push play, it looks like that. Looks really crazy, but it actually works. So now all we got to do is, if we're working with a letterbox, click done, select all of the clips, right click, click new compounds clip. I'm going to name this jitter. If you want to go into stylize, go to the bottom and go to letterbox and drag that on that compounds clip. Then you want to change this to, I would leave it how it is. I want to match it to the current letterbox. So I'm going to go into border size, and you can see you can change this. So I'm going to match it to about here. So now if I go back and then I push play, that's what it looks like. And of course, you can do a better job than what I did. Moving on to the next effect. So the next effect is really easy to do, and this one was for sure made in Final Cut Pro 10 without a doubt. So if I push play, this is coming straight from the music video, by the way. Nothing has been done to it, but this is really easy to do, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So this is my version of that same clip. I just used it in a separate piece in that music video just to show you the effect. So if I push play, this is what I have done here, and it looks very similar because the effect is literally the same. Right here is the raw clip from that video, and what you want to do is make 2 cuts to however long you want the effect to last. So go into stylize, and then you're gonna go and see frame. Just click and drag that directly onto that clip, and then from this point what you want to do is leave it how it is and go into tile, drag that directly onto that. Now it's gonna look like this. Move the playhead to the beginning, and then we're going to change the amount. We're just going to move it back to 0 or 1. What you want to do from here is drag the playhead to the very end and then move it to 1 frame to the left, and then we're going to move this back to where it was around 3. I'm going to push 3. Perfect. All we got to do is add a letterbox to match the rest of the footage. So once you're at this point, we want to match the letterbox to the rest of the footage. So we're going to create a compound clip in order to do this, or else it's going to apply to the effects. Right click, new compounds clip, and I'm going to name this frame, and then I'm going to go into the effects. I'm going to go into stylize and go to letterbox and drag it onto that clip. And then you want to go into aspect ratio, leave it how it is, depending on the letterbox you have currently. So go to border size and adjust this. So I'm going to move it up just to hide that right there. Now if I push play, it looks just like that. Super simple, it works. And let's say you want it to be around here when it finishes the actual effect. Simple, all you gotta do is open up the compounds clip, right click, go to show video animation, and here you're gonna have the tile effect. Right now it's on this frame. I'm gonna move it all the way to the middle. So when I push play, the effect is going to happen a bit faster, but it will stay on screen a bit longer, if that makes sense. So if I push play, it's going to look just like that. Super simple. So moving on to the next effect. Alright, so this next effect is same thing coming from the same music video. It's a bit different. I added my own twist to this because I don't think it's yet possible to do it in Final Cut Pro 10, unless I'm wrong. If you guys know a way to actually do this, please let me know. I'm really dying to know. But I'm gonna add my own little twist to this just to make it a bit similar to the effects. It's this one here, a bit similar in terms of that it's glowing. It'll look just like that, and it kind of like moves, but it continues with the rest of the footage. So what you want to do first is have your footage in the timeline, and I'm going to select, I'm going to be working with this part here. So I actually want the effect or the freeze frame to happen right here. Select the clip, go to file or edit, go to add freeze frame, click and drag this right above this footage. Change the duration to match that clip. So now it's a still. Go to effects, masks, draw mask, just drag it above that one, like the draw mask, and then make a selection of his body. And then to finish off, you're going to see a little circle next to the pen tool. Click that to mask everything out except our selection. So now what we want to do is click off of it. You want to make sure that you have 3 copies or 2 copies. So you have your original clip here, and I'm going to rename this one to original clip, or just original. I'm going to hold down option just so you guys don't get confused with this one, because it can be a little bit confusing with this one. So I'm going to hold down option and just drag upwards, and you're going to have a copy. So I'm going to rename this one to glow. So original is going to be on top, glow is going to be in the middle, and then this is going to be our just standard music video. So I'm going to do, so these two are just the same clip as this one. We're going to go into the color tab here in the color inspector, go into where it says no corrections. We're going to go to color board, exposure, and we're going to bring up this all the way up, as well as the shadows and the midtones, and maybe the highlights, why not? Now all you're going to do is change the color, or before you do this, we're going to go into blur. We're going to go into focus blur and drag that right under glow. Then you're going to change the color right here to whatever color you want. So I'm going to change the color on this one. Usually you want all of them to be relatively around the same origin. Sweet. So once you're at this point, all you have to do now is select all 3 clips, right click and go to new compounds clip, glow. All you got to do now is go to the stylize, go down to letterbox and drag it right above the clip. And then just go back to the video inspector and change the border size so it hides the rest of that we don't need. So it looks just like that. So if I push play, Looks that simple. Now we can reverse the clip. So we can select the clip and go right over here and go to reverse clip. So now if I push play, it'll kind of leave off where it started. So now if I push play, it'll look like that. You might have to adjust the timing on this one just so it matches the clip to the left here. All right, so if you guys want to create that wavy look, it's very simple. Within this compound clip, open it up, go to glow. You can select, I think it's the middle one here, and then drag underwater right above it on the top clip. There we go. And then change the refraction to whatever you want. You can also create a keyframe. And then now if I go back and I push play, looks just like that. Super cool. If you guys found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so you guys don't miss out on a video like this one. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.